Hello. Right, today I am at my parents' and I am washing these chairs. So these. Hang on, my dad's got a problem with the washing machine. Okay, that's sorted. So the covers for these chairs have just gone in the washing machine. I don't know, something about 3 kilogram loads, and how is 2 covers? So anyway. All this has on the back is 2 covers and these things. So I'm going to steam clean these just like I do with my sofa at home. And then I'm going to hoover this out. So I'm going to... They're slightly different, these chairs. So I'm going to keep them separate. It's very ramshackle in here because this is what happens when you've lived through the war. You keep everything. So, yeah, it's not great. I don't think I'm going to get it looking great. I can't take any more covers off. It does fold out because it's one of these chairs. So it's one of these removable chairs. So I can have it come out so I can hoover it slightly better. And now there's a cupboard in the way because it's like it's not even, you know, you'd look at this and think it's some kind of ramshackle cottage, but it's not. It's a normal house. Right, I'm going to get on with hoovering this because it's got to be dry today for them to sit in. Because other chairs, like this one, number one, it's filled with stuff. And number two, it's this kind of chair that my parents will get stuck in because they are right. haven't had any breakfast yet, so soon I get this done. I have got my steam cleaner here. Got my steam cleaner, so I'm going to steam clean it, but I've got to be careful. I've turned it all off, but obviously I don't really know where the electrics run, so it's not going to be like a heavy steam clean. I'm going to give it a bit of a clean with this, and I've got shake and vac as well, because it's like a deodorizer, because yeah, when you get older things happen, so that's all I'll say about that. So yeah, cracking on. Right, I have steam cleaned the chairs. I have put some of this shake and vac on just for shits and giggles. They're done. My dad's here. Are you going to say hello?
Who's that?
This is my YouTube video. So you're going to say hello to people who are all the way in America as well.
Okay, yes.
Right, so I've just cleaned this chair. So now I'm going to do the other chair. So we're going to see how that gets on.
It's nice to have a slave.
Right. Dad can tell you lots of war stories if you're that interested, but you'd have to reply to this video if you want to hear all of the stories about the war. How old were you in the war, Dad?
When the war ended, I was 7, the Victory Day. So I was 2 when the war started. I went to school during the war and spent time in air raid shelters learning.
Yeah?
And, playing on bomb sites. And narrowly missed one bomb. Yes.
Anyway, that's for another video if you're interested. Right, I'm going to carry on with this chair cleaning. Right, this one had awful stains on it and it came out. That one has been dripped by the steam cleaner. This one has got stains on it. So, people don't believe how good this is. So I promise you, it says here that it uses on fabrics. Obviously it's a degreaser. So before I steam clean it, you can see we've got all of these marks on it. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to spray this . I mean, when in Rome, I've already got the steam cleaner heated up so we can steam through it. Unfortunately, when you put the steam through it, the smells do come out. So, I mean, maybe when it dries, it's going to look awful. And then all I'm going to do is just agitate this out. I'm having trouble doing it with actually having a phone in my hands. Let's give it a moment. And there we are. I have steamed this now and I have done it. And I have had a war with the washing machine. And that's one of my hairs. Still a few little bits that probably could do with a spot clean. But I do swear by this. I mean, obviously you do have to apply elbow grease with your elbow grease spray. There we go. 3 clean chairs. This one's terribly wet. That one's clean. These are looking quite good from what they were. I know I probably didn't do it very detailed before, but you know, I don't really feel like doing a detailed before because it's upsetting when people get old and things happen. But yeah, I'm happy with what I've done there. Yeah, obviously they're clean, they're drying. I have got the covers in the washing machine. That's why I've been in despair with the blood. I've just had to go on AEG's website to try and work out why it hasn't bothered to rinse anything, because it was all filled with bubbles. AEG's website was useless. You go on the model series, you type in the model, it just says we don't have that model. So then I've asked Gemini, which I didn't want to be somebody who was using my AI assistant. I've had to ask Gemini, and Gemini went straight there. Oh no. I'm embracing technology. I mean, what is the point in this? This is not a spin cycle. This is so casual. What is the point in that? I could do that spinning around in the room with it in my hands. This is not a spin cycle. Why? Look at this. Because I've just been looking this up. This is like a £500 washing machine, and this is what it thinks. This is what it comprehends as a spin cycle. Surely there's something wrong with this. And it says 1200. Oh, it doesn't like it when you touch it. I'm going to be touching it again because I'm going to try and get this to actually do a spin. I want these dry today. That involves a spin. Right, I am now going to try and clean this, which is revolting. I don't know how much success I'm going to have with this, but we will try. So that's what we're dealing with. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I did forget to show the progress on this chair, which wasn't great. You know, it's cleaner, but not great. So I'll have to give that one another go. The other ones are all right. The other ones are clean. Right, that's this chair done. I think it's right. It's taken ages to try and work out what I've got there, even though I've kept these separate. These three go on the one that's still on the washing line. So all that does is sort of hangs on the back. So there's Velcro on the back. And that just sort of hangs on there, which looks better on this one. This one was two separate ones. And for some reason, that one's three that go on the back. But there we are. Looking cleaner. It looks worse on the camera, actually, but it does look better than it did earlier. Yeah, I think I've done a good job. There is still marking on it, but better. So just need to get that one finished. Mum, you look scared.
I'm terrified.
This is Mum. Say hello.
Hello. I don't know who you're talking to.
We're talking to everybody on YouTube. This is everybody on YouTube when I've put this video
everybody
together.
on YouTube. This is me sitting here doing nothing.
Yeah, we're pretty tired. Well, I'm pretty tired because we've done a whole wardrobe tidy out for my mum.
Yes.
And
Brilliant.
wash this chair. What else did I do? I ended up cleaning the toilets.
Yes, the toilets are now cleansed.
What else have I done?
Lots of things.
I don't know. I'm knackered. Right. Anyway, I'm going to finish the chair and then that'll be done. So this is the cover for this chair, which for some reason you've got two side bits and one central bit. And obviously Velcro on the back and three cushions, which even though I've taken them out, I'm now mystified as to how it goes in. So it's like that. Oh, that, because it's got a wedge bit at the top. and then like that. And then that fits in there. But for some reason, even though these two chairs were bought at the same time, this one was two separate ones of these. So this came with two of them, and that one comes like that. But they were they're supposed to be identical chairs. But this, they're clearly not. They've got a different cushion formation. So I've got to get them into there now, and then that'll be done. Moved.
Yeah.
We're videoing.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Are you happy with the chairs?
Yeah.
Mum, you've got to go and sit in your chair now.
Oh, no, I'm comfortable here.
Are you stuck?
That's good.
Are you comfortable or are you stuck?
Stuck and comfortable.
Mum's read all the rubbish that you've left in the chair.
I've read all this stuff about my sister's supplement to my sister.
Well, that's all the sort of last minute thoughts, you know, like the
I've read all that
Navy
nonsense.
days.
Saturday morning pictures.
You never had that joy.
Oh, I wasn't allowed
It
to
was
go.
mainly boys that went, but still girls. Imagine that cinema was full up with kids.
When's this happening?
What?
What are we talking about?
This is
Is this something that happened in the 1950s?
no,
Well,
before
the
that.
late 40s, after the war, they reopened the Saturday morning pictures. They'd had it pre-war. They used to sing this song, "We come along on a Saturday morning, greeting everybody with a smile." But I don't know any more of the words. And it was to the tune of the government news. But every so nicely we went to the other cinema, the ABC one, and they had their tune was "We build a bonfire of our troubles." And as we watched them,
Blaze away,
blaze
says
away,
here.
yeah.
And ending, we are members of the ABC.
We're members of the ABC.
And there was a short film to the song "To Be a Farmer's Boy."
Well, they used to have the words up on the screen. And I mean, that song of Red, Red Robbie keep bob, bob, bobbing. And I told my father about it. He remembers that pre-war. He said there's a little spot moves from word to word as it goes. And yes, and that's what it was.
I was never allowed to go to Saturday morning pictures, only the rough kids.
Right, anyway, this video's got to end. Okay, so chairs are clean.
Yeah.
Mum is going to test the chair when she's ready. Happy?
Yeah.
All the jobs that have been done, are we happy?
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
Right,
Good.
okay.
Out there watching.
I am worn out. Right, thank you for watching. So, if you want to hear more of my dad, then put something in the comments. I mean, my mum, she's got stories, but, you know, she keeps them all in.
She can't remember her name.
Well, yeah, but you can remember that you can't remember your name, so you must remember something.
I remember who you are, and I remember who he is.
Well, that's good.
That's a good start.
Yes. Right, anyway, thank you for watching. This has been a cleaning video. If you like my cleaning videos, subscribe, comment, do whatever. Watch more videos, and I'll be back again soon. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
She gets